Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be testing out the Muninn in T4 Dark Abyss again. Since the Uprising expansion, the Muninn has become a missile-based ship, and it has been performing excellently in the T4 Dark Abyss. In a really cheap fit as well, I'm using a 330 million ISK fit. Dual armor repair style, we're going armor-based Muninn, because the EM resist on the armor is absolutely crazy, and the EM resist is probably, I would say, the most dangerous or more important resist to resist against in the Dark Abyss because of the Cinemals being able to apply really well, as well as Sancho waves. But stuff like Triglavian waves, for example, you're usually able to tank them pretty well because you're able to keep range in the dark side with the speed and the reduction in the Triglavian's optimal range. Here, using missiles with full range, no nerfs to the missiles like the turret-based enemies are getting. Got dual webs, plus the application bonuses of the Muninn makes us hit extremely hard when we get up close. The main downside to the ship is that it has 70km range, so we're not hitting too far out. But on the other hand, it's alright because our webs only hit out 14km, so we're mostly going to be hitting stuff that we're anyway webbing, so we're rarely usually going to be wanting to hit stuff outside web range. Another downside with the ship is also that it's got pretty low explosive resist, even with a explosive armor reinforcer Tech 2 rig dedicated. We've only got 58% explosive resist. So if we were to encounter a lot of Marshals that do a lot of explosive damage, we could have problems. And we could also have problems in Cinnabar waves as well, because they do a lot of explosive damage, but I think our EM resist will compensate for that. Triglavians is no problem whatsoever. So we're going to be using Rage. I actually find that I'm able to use Rage pretty much all the time because this ship has just so good application. Now, since we're in the dark side, I'm going to go for Charybdis Tyrannos first. Generally speaking, I like to go for these cruisers first, but since Charybdis, we're in the dark side, we're able to avoid a lot of damage by Charybdis Tyrannos. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get close and personal and hinder Tyrannos from getting really far away, because Charybdis' strategy is to pull range. Then it's going to be really far away. That's going to be a big problem when we're in a ship that's got very short range like the Muninn over here. Now we're taking a bit of damage because we've got some cruisers webbing us, so we should probably move a little bit to the side. Good idea to move a little bit to the side to improve transversal a bit. Perhaps we should go for these cruisers just to reduce the webs, just in case. We've also got that. He's now going pretty fast. We should probably deploy the drones as well to improve DPS just ever so slightly. Great, destroyed. And then now go for this silo over here. We'll orbit Charybdis at 500, so Charybdis doesn't know where to go. Because Charybdis' AI, the default AI is just, okay, pull range. I don't know how far, maybe 170 kilometers, something like that, to whatever the optimal range of Charybdis' guns are. I think the Charybdis Tyrannos guns is 70km optimal range. So since we're orbiting, it's just going to pull range all the time, and it's just going to go around in a circle, so we'll not go all the way out to the abyssal depths. Oh, we're getting actually neutered out pretty hard here. We've got 3 Scyllars on us. We can always just go with 1 armor repair because we're tanking so well. No need to go with the 2nd armor repair, waste cap. I'm surprised how long it's taking to get through Charybdis Tyrannos. Would have thought it would go a little bit quicker. Hornet's not really able to do damage, and it's understandable when we're in the dark side. Reducing the optimal range and making them go very fast is meaning that the drones are just going to be flying very quickly, not able to hit properly. Oh, we're getting like fully neutered out, fully neutered out. I have to turn off our armor modules here. Ooh, we're fully neutered out. Who would have thought that? That's very strange. We've got 40 gigajoules to spare when we tell everything off. That is a downside to this ship that I mentioned before in the previous video of this, is that the capacitor is not the best, and just these 3 drifter cruisers are able to neuter us out. So it just shows that we've not got a pretty strong capacitor ship. Even, I mean, it is a strong capacitor ship, but we've not got the fit is not particularly strong in terms of its capacitor. Okay, come on, we need to get some webifying here going on. There we go. Dual webs should be able to take him out. There we go. Okay, good. Next one. Have drones if we go for the bioactive cache. They're neuting hard, these cruisers. Feels a lot harder because we only got 1 cat battery. When I'm in a Gila with 2 cat batteries, the neuting feels a lot lighter. Okay, some decent loot there. 33 million ISK from that unstable mutaplasmid. Great to see, great to see. We can't use modules yet. We probably should take our newts. This is a good thing to keep in mind. I think piloting could compensate for us being susceptible to newts. We just focus the newts first and it should be alright, I think. But as you can see here, even though I stopped using my armor repairs for a long time, I was still able to get by because we take so little damage in the dark side. Like, everything is having a very hard time hitting us. So just chilling there, you know, just chilling there, cruising around, shooting them with our missiles that don't use any capacitor. It's alright. And that's the great thing about this ship as well, is that the guns or missiles don't use capacitor. Because if it did, like a Zealot for example, you're neutered out, you're dead. You can't do anything about it, that you're neutered out. Let's go to the next room. Okay, another Charybdis Tyrannus wave. Let's get in close. Okay, we've got entanglers and null charges. So now we can try going for the webs and entanglers first, just so that we can have a little bit more stress-free Charybdis Tyrannus engagement. We're gonna do or plot a vector here. Just go straight here. So we're keeping transversal up, and we'll go for all these cruisers. These cruisers go down super fast with the dual webs. Let's take them out. Just all these cruisers, just take them out. Oh, Charybdis is cruising away. I think there might have been a tachyon cloud there. There's one over here. Charybdis seems to be wanting to go away very fast. Let's go for these webs. I'm able to get in close with the webs. Come on, take out those webs. There we go, great. Look how quickly these guys go down. So great. Oh, we're taking heavy hits. Heavy hits from Mr. Charybdis. Okay. Get a bit closer. We've got a tachyon cloud that could perhaps boost us out a bit. Okay, go for now for these null charges. Well, there's an entangler. There's one null charger left. Let's orbit here, 500. Oh no, that guy is not close enough. So we'll have our drones get a bit closer. This guy is too far away. They've not gone in the tachyon cloud like we did. Ooh, some big hits we're getting there. Orbit Charybdis at 500. Go a little bit to the side. That's a lot of damage. A little bit to the side, a little bit to the side, please. There we go, great. I can lock up Charybdis now. Can we use webs? Not yet. Yeah, so we've got some big hits over there. I think it could be that there is a tracking pylon that's affecting Charybdis, because we've got a tracking pylon affecting us. That thing goes up to 40 kilometers, if I recall correctly. Okay, it shouldn't go all the way out to Charybdis. Oh, we've not got the afterburn on. That's important to have. Important to have an afterburn on. Can we get in close? Seems like our drones might be taking a bit of damage. Have the drones go for the cruisers instead. I think that's a better idea. Unstable abyssal depths is scratching our hull, but it's alright because we're not all far out. Our drones, however, seems to be going outside, so we'll recall them. It's just a case of orbiting and launching your missiles, nothing much more to it. It's a bit complicated to get to Charybdis because those cruisers were taking a bit of time to take out due to the tachyon cloud interfering a bit, throwing Charybdis farther away and also throwing us away from the cruisers which we were trying to take out. This is easy as AFK, just orbiting and shooting. And I can go to the Adaptive cache since we're almost destroyed Charybdis. There we go. We destroyed them right now. We could have even gone earlier. And then there's a Scylla left. Easy. And then there's last Scylla. Super fast. Thankfully we're in the dark side, so going towards the Adaptive cache is not as a tedious process as it is in other types of filaments. With that speed boost. There we go. Open up that Adaptive cache. 10 million. Okay, we've got some good loot drops in this site. 45 million plus the entropic radiation sink blueprint that is worth, I believe, about 5 million. I know at one point it was worth like 15 million, then it went down to 10 million. I don't know, might be nowadays worth 5 million or something like that. Well, I remember it was worth 8 million last time I checked. So it just feels like it's on a downward trend. Okay, last room. These Cryptus rooms were taking a bit of time. You can see averaging over 5 minutes. Oh, arrest a Marshal. And these Marshals are actually a little bit more deadlier than the classical Marshal because they do actually explosive damage. But we're just going to go straight in and take them out. Can even reload the ammunition. Do not want to deploy drones because Edencom will annihilate them due to the multi-target damage, the way that works. So you can see these arresters do quite a bit of damage. I mean, we are losing a bit of armor, but it doesn't seem like there's anything we can't handle. Plus we're getting the reactive armor Hardener spooling up a bit to give us 78% explosives. That's pretty decent. Great, we also get that bioadaptive cache open for us as well. Come on, there we go. Great to see. Ooh, we're taking so much damage now. Need to take out that Marshal. To keep moving. Don't stay still, please. Don't stay still. Come on, take out that Marshal. Just need to shoot a few more times. Oh, we're taking structure damage. Okay. I think it should be alright now. I think the reason we took a lot of damage there was that we weren't moving. We were not moving. It did not turn out good when we were not moving. Here we want to use EM. Mjolnir Rage, because these guys have lower EM resist. But this is a good wave to face here, this Marshal wave, because this is a type of Marshal wave which will give us a lot more trouble than a normal one, because normal Marshal waves usually are predominantly thermal based. The arrestor Marshals are the ones that do explosive. There's only one type of Marshal that does explosive damage, the arresters. Here we had two of them. It is, though, pretty scary to see that two of them caused such a big trouble that we went into structure. But at the same time, we were able to handle it, and if we had kept speed up a bit more, it would have probably been a bit better as well. Grab this loot, 7 million, nice to see. Go for this arrestor Marshal or arrestor enforced disparate troop. Uniform resist doesn't really matter what kind of resist we take here. That's a good test. That's a good test for the Marshals. I think you can get slightly difficult Marshal waves, like the worst comes worst scenario. But at the same time, this is a very cheap ship as well. You have to remember that. We're using a very cheap ship. Didn't use any implants, any boosters. And still we survived. No overheat as well. Could have always overheated too. There's lots of variables that we could have affected to make us perform better. But we survived anyway. Take out that pacifier. Like, look at that. Using rage applies so well to just a frigate. Amazing thing to see. So a quick, what was that? 50 million ISK with the Muninn. Your PvP pilot with the Muninn. Probably you can earn some ISK now by doing PvE with it. Now that it's been refitted to be a missile-based ship with good application bonuses, it's probably going to be a good time in the dark side. So definitely give that a try if you want to earn some ISK in a different way than doing classical nullsec crafting. Can imagine it'll be very fun. So, successful test. Can probably improve the tank in some way to be a bit more anti-explosive, but otherwise I'm really happy with the Muninn. Really great ship for the Abyss. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.